Okay. So it's cold. All right. I feel like I get out here. This is the farm. I feel like I get out here and I bring everything that I'm supposed to use for the farm, and then I forget things. Like I forgot the mic. So I don't know if you can hear me or not, but this is the farm, and you can see all the trees that I've got out here. And I'm gonna continue to plant back that way. I think I'm gonna send the drone up right now just to kind of check out the area. And I'm gonna be taking off all of these. You see the tree guards? They're made out of Tyvek, and I put that on all the trees. And I'm gonna be taking that off. So I'll talk about why I'm taking those off later. But instead of having, I like to be able to see the trees, and so I'm gonna mark them all with marking tape. And yeah, so I'm gonna send up the drone. Okay. Here's what I want to accomplish in the 4 weeks I'm here. I need to get soil samples for the property, remove all the Tyvek sleeves from each tree, mark each pollinator with orange tree tape and each Lakota with yellow tree tape. I need to bush hog the 10 acres, weed eat a 6-foot diameter circle around each tree, apply whatever fertilizer is needed based off the soil samples I get to the 10 acres the trees are planted on, thoroughly assess the condition of each tree, apply glyphosate down the row of trees to create a burn strip, bring power to the property, bring water to the property, install 1,000 feet of irrigation with 32 risers, one on each row, install a Connex container so we have a place to store equipment, and do all of that in just 4 weeks before I have to fly back to Los Angeles. It's ambitious. Welcome to LA Editor, Alabama King. First thing I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna take off every single Tyvek sleeve off of every single tree. And the reason I'm doing that is the Tyvek worked really well, but it's also caused me some other problems. I feel like it's trapping moisture, and since this area is so moist, it's so hot and humid, it might have played into killing some of my trees. So I'm gonna take off the Tyvek so they can get some air and get air flowing through there. Nice thing about the sleeves is when they're on, you can actually see all the trees. When I take them off, you can't because they're just like little sticks. It's November, all the leaves have dropped off, so it's gonna be really hard to see the trees. So I also wanna put tree tape on every single tree so that I've got like these little yellow flags hanging off the trees so that I can see them. I've got yellow tree tape for my main crop, which is Lakota, and I have orange tape for my pollinators, just so that I know where my pollinator rows are. Then I need to start assessing my trees. I want to do a thorough assessment and check out every single tree so I know exactly how many trees I've got left, how many are living, how many are flourishing, how many are struggling, that sort of stuff. These trees have been through a lot, and the ones that are surviving and doing well are going to do great. I think they're survivors. And this is my pecan tree, and this one's doing pretty good, but look, a little bit of, I think that's some scab, but these haven't been taken care of at all. So I am going to solve all these problems. Here's a big problem. So we sprayed here, and these weeds are dying, so that's good. One of the problems with the Tyvek, see? Well, this one's not that way. This one's short. See how the moisture gets caught in there? Inside that, around there? Well, I have a feeling that some of my trees, because it got so hot and there were so many weeds that it rotted the roots on some of them. So live and learn. That's a good lesson learned. So I got this tree. This is the Tyvek. See the moisture line that's left? Which, you know, hey, when there's not a lot of water around, that's great. But there's so much water, it's so hot.
I'm convinced that killed a lot of my trees. Okay, so I just wanted to show you really quick. Came upon this one. If you'll look, you'll see right here, there's a little wasp nest. And some of these wasps are good for pecan trees, but I don't know, it's not really good, I don't think, for them to be nesting on it. But they were able to do that because of the Tyvek, and they'll do that between tree guards too. But you'll see down here, this is the big problem. Look how black that root is. And do you hear that? So it's dead. So that, I think, was caused from excessive moisture buildup. So this is, I don't know if this is ambling or gafford, I have to look on my chart, but see that right there? See how it looks like the root's black? And look at this one. Yeah, he's struggling but surviving. So I'm gonna put weed cloth around this one so he doesn't have to contend with anything anymore. I'm replacing these. These are not Kodas, so they shouldn't have a yellow. See, like this one, see, doesn't have that. I'm about to clean up around these, so I know it looks awful. And look, this one's growing. It looks like it's above the graft, which is right there. So it looks like this is gonna be a good tree. But it used to have Tyvek in there. See that wasp nest? So next time, I'm not doing any sort of tree guards. I mean, that's why they got bark, right? To protect themselves. So, all right, I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, so check this one out. See this tree? Now, I don't know what's going on, but I know it's dead. See the cracking? That's a sure sign that it's dead. Put it in here. Now look, this is how I really know it's dead. Root rot. Look at that. Now that could have been caused by the Tyvek. I don't know. Because it just got too moist. I don't know. But I also did like a scrape test on this thing. Did it real lightly up here, and then look, so you can see I did it here and it's dry. There's nothing in there. Now watch this. It's gonna crack real easily down there. Yep. Oop. So that's dead. Moving on. Okay, so one thing I've been noticing as I've been going along is that I see like these little things here. That's bird poo, right? And there's some down here. You can see it on this branch here. And if I come over here, past this dead Lakota. Sorry, I wish I had my mic. Let me see. Yeah, see like right here? Residue, and you're wondering like, how did the bird poos get here? It's because of this. They sit right on top of that nub, and then they drop their droppings here, and I don't think it's good for the trees. Anyway, so I'm marking instead of doing, I'm putting up these things, and I'm hoping that that might help a little bit with the birds. Kind of doubt it though, but anyway, I just wanted to show you that. Let's see if we go up into this one, if we can see sort of the same thing going on. This one looks like it might be dead. Let's see, over here on this one. Yeah, they're not sitting on the dead ones. They sit on the living ones. No. But see, look, this is what mismanagement does. And I'm sorely bagging on myself. But see the leaves here? They should be really nice and green. And these look like, you know, they're sort of got scab or something on them. And that's all remnants of my mismanagement when it got really hot and wet out here. Just in general. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's hot and wet. Just in general. So anyway, hopefully next year, during the summer, we're gonna be getting some nice, bright, thick green leaves. So that's the goal. These are actually, these trees are gonna live a lot. Most of them are gonna live. So this one, I don't think so. I'm gonna show this again just because it ticks me off. It's just annoying. So, see the bird poo, right? So this tree, look, it's got new buds coming up and stuff. So it's gonna be just fine. It looks dead, but it's not. See here the bird dropping. So There's a bird that's been hanging out on this a lot. Okay, so I just put that up there, and I'm hoping that that'll be enough movement to freaking keep the birds off of it. Anyway, so here's the tree that's living. He's got some leaves coming in. Where did I see the leaves? Oh yeah, right here. He's got leaves coming in, so he's doing okay. I'm worried about it, but I'm gonna get all this, clean all this up around here where you put down the fertilizer for it. But this is what I'm worried about. If you see how that is, I'm hoping, like if you see that down the trunk, I feel like they're dead. But I don't know if I should lop that off right there or just leave it. I think I'm just gonna leave it. And hopefully, you can see where it's green on the trunk. That's where the Tyvek was. It was holding that moisture. So now I got algae growing on the outside of the tree, which is bad. So that's why I took the Tyvek off. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it way off in the distance. All those flags, that's what I've just done. All right, so let me just show you what I got here. Oh, it's another pecan tree. This is my Ecowitt weather station. It's solar. You can look into the, that's the, how I collect rain. It was actually up here, you'll see, like right there, there's a thing it points, it's supposed to point west. And it was pointing that way, which is north. Anyway, now it's pointed the correct way. It's all solar.
Not only is it solar, but I can put a prepaid cellular data card in it, and it will send information from the weather station to my phone, so I can see what the weather station's doing real time.
This is a spy point camera, and here's the deal on this camera. So right here you'll see it's satellite. It's got a special chip in there that allows it to send cell data. Super cheap. Actually, the great thing about this unit is that it will send up to 500 images free. So if you wanted to set it on like really low or sensitivity, it would send up 500. Now, if you have, like, I've had deer right out here, they like come right here in this area right here, and this thing will, like, you know, you'll get 12 shots all at once. So it does use them up quick, but it's $100 for a year for the plan, and that's unlimited images. And I just wanted something that I could kind of see what was going on with the weeds and everything. And this was before we had really started doing weed stuff. Like, so I had no idea what the land looked like, but now I do, and now I know how much rain's falling. Right now I've got about 490 trees. Actually, it's maybe 470, 480. And I'm gonna plant around 300 more trees next and fill out this area that's sort of empty over there. But I've got a pollinator row way out there. I can sort of see the flags, but I don't know if you guys can. Anyway, in between that pollinator and my next row of pollinators, it's all empty, and it's 5 rows that will hold like 20 trees each. So, you know, it's about 100 trees that's gonna go there, and then I got to find a place to put another about 120 more trees to kind of fill out this 10 acres. And then in 2024, 2025, way out there, I will have clover planted, and that's going to be putting nitrogen in the soil, making the soil really nice. And so in 2024, 2025, I will be planting another 10 acres. So this whole area, which is about 20 acres, will be covered in about 1,400 pecan trees. And that's it. But I got to get back to work because I got to get all these things marked before I go get the fertilizer. So today I'm doing, I have to assess the rest of the trees, which I assessed them when I last came down here, but since I've been here, I haven't assessed them yet. I've just done 4 rows down that way. I was really worried about them, but we actually have, the trees are doing better than I thought, which is good. Even the ones, the little ones that I thought were dead, we still got some. I have one row that was literally obliterated. Like, I lost all the trees but maybe 3. So, you know, that's a lot. It's like 17 trees that died. I don't know why. I got my soil samples back though. There at the co-op, they're gonna be putting that together for me today so I can fertilize. That's gonna be the next step, is fertilizing and putting lime down. I'm probably gonna put the lime down first so I can reduce the acidity in the soil. And then after that, I'm gonna do phosphorus and magnesium. All right, that's it, bye. It's been a hard one, but then again, this place is a part of us. It's a door we can never shut. You did it even though you were scared. That is so frustrating.